my friends. Welcome to the channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sehag. I am a ceramicist, and together with my wife, I own a small ceramics company called Hoog that creates handmade furniture and lighting. I thought it'd be really fun today to show you a day in the life of a ceramicist. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome to the life of a ceramicist. Small business owner. A small ceramic business owner. Welcome.
First thing I like to do when I wake up is get some sunlight and really wake up those eyeballs, which, as you can see, are really struggling here. Once that's done, I'll make some coffee and a little bit of breakfast, something nice and healthy, and then I'll proceed to get used like a cat tree by my cat. After breakfast, I'll give my wife a quick smooch, and then I'll head to the gym.
The beauty of cinema.
Then I'll have a second breakfast. Yes, I have 2 breakfasts, please don't judge me. Next up, I'll call my mom and unload all of my pent-up anxiety on her. Depending on the day, I'll then do some social media, followed by the most important task of the day.
Okay, enough fooling around. Do you want to see a magic trick? Welcome to the studio.
Task number 1 when I arrive at the studio is general maintenance. This typically means just checking up on some pieces that are drying. In this case, it was one of our stools that we made the week prior. The drywall it was sitting on needed to be replaced. We use drywall to suck out any moisture from the bottom, which allows for even drying. We change these sheets every day or every 2 days until the bottom is firm enough to be put on some wooden posts. Once that's done, we wrap it up and back it goes. Next, we had some wall pieces that we have been tinkering with. Same thing here, all the drywall sheets needed to be replaced. Each piece gets flipped, then flipped back onto another dry piece of drywall, and finally all of them are stacked on top of each other to ensure that they remain flat and unwarped.
Right, that's done. Thank goodness. Now to the fun part of the day, which is throwing a stool. Rusty little notebook here has all the necessary information. Medium stool, 17 inches by 16 inches. Unfortunately, we don't have any fresh clay, so I'm gonna have to wedge up some old used clay. Super fun.
Our stools are thrown into separate sections that are then combined on the wheel. The first section is about 25 pounds. I'll cut this in half to make it a little bit easier on the wrists, and then I'll wedge that for what seems like an eternity. I'll then wedge a little bit more and a little bit more until we're finally ready to go.
It is 5:46. Time to start throwing. This is gonna take a while.
And that's when things started going south. I watched this reel of an artist using tar paper on the bottoms of their pots to stop them from having to undercut it. I already tried this once, but I used a little bit too much slip to attach it to the wheel, so I figured I'd try again, using less slip this time. That was a mistake. Things were actually going really quite well until... yeah, never using tar paper again.
Good start.
Round number 2. You know, sometimes you're on a downward mental spiral and you just can't seem to get out of it. That's what this was. Looking at this now, it doesn't actually seem like the clay was too uncentered, but at the time it literally felt like it was swaying intensely back and forth. Alas, my frustration got the best of me.
So glad you guys are witnessing this beautiful, amazing studio day.
3rd time's a charm. Maybe not.
I was thinking of scrapping this entire episode, or at least just reshooting the part of me throwing the stool because I had this idea of this episode being all perfect and aesthetic and calming like a lot of the other videos out there. But then I thought to myself that this is a lot of what being a ceramicist is. You're gonna fail, you're gonna have some off days, you're gonna have some great days, and today was just an off day, and I have to accept that. It's hard to not have it feel like I'm quitting today and giving up, but I know myself well enough that if I keep going, it's just gonna get worse and worse. I'm gonna get more and more mad.
Not to toot my own horn here, but I'm actually quite happy with how I responded here. Not really sure I would have handled this situation with as much acceptance even just a few months ago. And that's growth, my friends. Beautiful thing. I do want to reiterate that just because something doesn't go your way, that doesn't mean that it's a failure. The only way that you do fail is by no longer trying, and I definitely don't plan on doing that. Anyway, once the work for the day is done, a quick clean is in order. Can't say I really love this part, but hey, it is important, and it actually does help decompress a little bit.
It is about 9:30, and we are done with the studio. Welcome to my office. Nice, isn't it? So much room. Got home about an hour ago and had dinner with my wife. She was lovely enough to cook for me. I need to upload the files that I shot today. I think this is where we'll call it. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys could take something out of this. I will see you, hopefully, in the next one.